Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream, to the channel, and everything on this side of the void. My name is Drunken King. I'll be your host, as always, and again, if this is your first time, hi, I like to play video games. I like to complete challenges. I like to make challenges. I like to modify the challenges I make, and just cause chaos when it comes to playing video games. So, gameplay today, game plan for today's gameplay today. That was a mess of words all of itself. But the game plan today is that we are going to finish the final leg of our Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin run of the Weapon Roulette. We are finishing up the final DLC with going up against a rather aggressive Ice Pit, the Burnt Ivory King, and once we go back to that, we get the 3 crowns. We are then going to go back to the main game and take on the final boss. And we will take our ending. And if today goes the way I'm hoping it does, this will be the last part. We move on to the next playthrough next week. So if you're excited for that, let me know. But let's get started, shall we? And if you were with me last time, we rolled the Twinblades as our chosen weapon to go into the rest of the game with. Or at least until the next boss fight. So here's hoping that things go well. And I have to double check between this stream and the last, or the last couple streams rather, that we are up to pace with our death counter. I did not miscount when we fought against Sir Alone and the Blue Smelter Demon. Again, completely unplanned, but I also went the completely wrong way, so it's also on me. Alright. Do I want this, or do I want this one? Yeah, we have to first stop a blizzard. So a blizzard, do a boss fight, and we have to go back out. Technically, we could frozen Eleum Loyce. I think I've been saying Elysium, and I completely apologize for my lack of knowledge of this. Oh, we gotta get the blizzard to themselves before we can do anything. And then, once we take care of that, we'll have to go hunting for some soldiers. So we could fight the Burnt Ivory King without the soldiers. It does make a lot of the fight significantly easier if we have the frozen soldiers with us to help close the portals. Those of you that have played the boss fight, played this game and that fought the boss, know how frustrating you can get in the later stages. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. I've been enjoying replaying the Dark Souls games, probably since I started the first one. I am really excited to continue on and move on to Dark Souls 3. I know I'm going to do Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. I'm probably not going to be able to do at least Bloodborne proper, only because I do not have what is it, a capture card to look at my PS4 to it. That being said, there is a mod I can install for those of you that have seen the Greyspawn mod. Will know what I'm talking about, because that I have played at least once, and I will have to play it again. And I might actually do that. I might do that as my my final send-off. At least for this random weapon run. I will probably complete the run with Elden Ring. And while I could do it with Bloodborne, but given the fact that, well, if I use the Greyspawn might be able to make use of that random weapon choice. That is an interesting point. I might actually replay Greyspawn with random weapons. Only because I'll have to think on that. Because when I played Greyspawn the first time, I think I used between the Saw Cleaver, Saw Spear, and the Worthy Jigsaw. Only because, and this is because of my experience with Bloodborne, I fell in love with the Saw Spear for the dexterity scaling, for the skill scaling. And then the Worthy Jigsaw, just because it's the Worthy Jigsaw. And those of you who played know how awesome and powerful the Worthy Jigsaw can get. I mean, I think it's one of, if not the only, S-scaling strength weapon. I think Boy's Ring would be a good choice. Was a good choice, right? So covered in snow. I should repair this real quick. Go. Just to make sure I don't break it. Here comes the co-host. There she goes. Just gonna keep moving up. Yeah, as well as a lot of these chests we can't get to because everything's still frozen over. So I think I have to keep moving. I have to go down to that cross bridge. Do I get... Okay. I must keep moving. Alright, back down the stairs. The only problem I have with the Greyspawn mod is only because it's only the main game. There's no DLC inclusion, which again I have nothing against that. Being able to do what it is just for Greyspawn alone is difficult in itself. It just means if I want to do another run with like the Convergence mod or another Elden Ring mod that is compatible with DLC, I would have to just redownload, which is no big deal. I have no issues with that. Which I kind of do want to do another run through of the Convergence. I've also attempted to do Elden Ring Reforged as well. but I think I don't know if I just installed it wrong or something. Just don't know what's not working properly. Hi. But, it wasn't working for some reason. I may also do like a versus run of the Dark Souls 3 as well. I think I did a Cinders playthrough, and I used the Bloodborne weapons, which that was also real fun as well. Just pulling up to like Gale or Champion Gundyr with the Whirligig Saw was really interesting. Okay, I think I need to go with this. Yeah, I gotta go this way. Okay. Darn you and your stinking spear. I have a spear too. Spear critical attack, but it's... Or backstab, I guess would be more appropriate. There we go. Was it, what did he just drop? Ooh, it's a golem lance. Alright. With a golem. Yeah, I go this way. Is this the way out? Then I go... No, wait. Maybe I have to go down. Or, I think I have to... Yeah, do I have to raise this? And then I go back. I will say this, Twinblades are definitely underrated. I mean, I think that was probably pretty easy to understand as well. I mean, Twinblades in Elden Ring are pretty broken. Actually, to be fair, there's a lot of broken... Well... There's a lot of good quality weapons.
Turn away. And never look back. No one must ever find that which is sheltered in the Eleum Loyce.
See, I have to do this because this is what I do. I have to go back. Yeah, I have to keep going and then I have to pick up a item. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Folks.
course, they're camoed.
Blizzard's sheltering them. Pretty sure it's in here.
Did I get the item specifically to
Stop the blizzard. This on.
ow.
There we go.
Down. I don't know if you heard that little trill on the line.
Someone is really begging for attention. This. Oh, of course.
Mr. Cloaked.
I forgot about that. Well, I apologize for the camera.
There we go.
Alright, so noted. Well, first death of the stream.
Not very good. Very kosher.
Oh, you're right here.
You and your freaking mimic.
Alright, that one's on me. I got aggressive.
Aggressive. And tried to run past everything.
Should have taken it slower. To be frank, I should be using charcoal.
Pine. Yeah, I should be using charcoal pine here. Help a lot with some of the encounters.
Granted, probably isn't
Gonna do much, but
and maybe I'll stay
hollow for
at least until I get.
what I need.
one hollow is not
Too bad.
that's when I get
Or that becomes a problem. Alright.
now.
We deal with the Yahoo.
I'm pretty sure he's this guy. Yep. Thank you. Now, as I was trying to do before, Silver Talisman. That's the way back around. Doesn't stop that. So I'm pretty sure you're supposed to stop the blizzard before you can make any more progression. That's what I've always done. Otherwise, the boss coming up is significantly harder to deal with. Let's go back here. There's also the one individual. There he is. Where'd you go? There you are. I think now with that I can now see the unseen, so which then would have helped. Allows one to see the unseen. Yep. Which that will make the next fight coming up a little bit easier. Whether I actually do well is up there. Again, given my track record, I've also gotten greedy with some of these bosses, and I've done some rather stupid things. I mean, if you watched the last part, you saw me fight with Sarlon with a great axe, and again, I was very greedy in trying to get my shots in when I could. Even then, that was still rather difficult. So was getting to Sarlon. Yeah, this is the Queen's Pet. Just Lute and Zalin are out of the frozen outskirts. But the King's Pet. Ow. Nice projectiles. Ouch. Right now, stop me. Sit. Sit. Very good. Okay, we got it. Nice. Very nice. Okay. This is... Right. That's the other part. Alright, quick reset. Sorry.
To think Ava could be bested. Who are you? This land is barren, cursed by the old chaos. It gave birth to atrocities, and the people fled in fear until our Lord, the Ivory King, came. My dear Lord, a most true king. It was with his magnificent soul that he built Eleum Loyce and contained the spread of chaos. But the chaos would not be sated, and the king gave his own soul. Inevitably, the king was drained of vigor and plunged into the chaos's heart. Eleum Loyce was frozen in time. Its leader lost. I remain here to contain the chaos, honoring my lord's wishes. Perhaps one day he will return. There is nothing here save that accursed flame. I have but one wish, that my dear lord might be freed from that unspeakable chaos. I haven't the strength to help him myself. But perhaps one such as you, though I am yet to know your name, stranger. Will you lend me your strength?
Yes, we will.
Kind visitor, I thank you. Let me open the path to chaos. And please, do all you can.
Solana's seal is undone, and the winds of Eleum Loyce are closed. So thanks to her ability, we can now go back and get the Faithful Knights. Which I believe there's either 3 or there's 4. And we can also go back and get some of these chests, because a lot of them have somewhat valuable items. Before we go up and do anything and go hunting, because we are technically going to be going up against the Burnt Ivory King, we gotta figure out what the weapon is for the rest of the area while we're here. So let's figure that out. Okay. I'm also going to remove the fanfare. There we go. It is nice to have, but... Alright. So, we have Ultra Greatsword. I'll probably want to put this back on. I doubt I can two-hand each of these. So I think I'll just stick with the one. Alright. We go back. Now that we have cleared the area, we need to go scouting, hunting. So we just got out and search. What the knights used to be... I believe it was aligned with, or in compliance. Enlisted to the king before he was corrupted. I'm sure someone out there has more knowledge about this game and the lore about it, so go watch them if you want to know more about the lore. I'm just spitballing from what my thoughts are, and I know a lot of them are probably not correct. Yeah, if you want to know more about Dark Souls games, go watch a man by the name of Vati Vichya. He knows significantly more about these games and the lore behind it. And kudos to him as well for having people to watch and search through so much Dark Souls content and know all the lore he does. It's very impressive. I will give him that. I probably could not. Northwind Wander. I'm not going to just jump down. I do love the
greatsword in this game.
I think the greatsword model in this game and Dark Souls 3, just the giant slab of iron that it is. Out of open snow. Not what I wanted to do, but that works. One at a time. Yow! Yeah, I think because the closest
Left back, I can't backstab him, which again makes perfect sense.
there's some kind of out there. I have so much little health. That's okay. I survived and then didn't.
Okay.
Let me travel to. I think I want to do the. So it wasn't that far from the outer wall bonfire. So yeah, the idea of the rest of this is it's recommended you go save the rest of the knights. I mean, you could go fight the Burnt Ivory King now, but I did do that once, and I was quickly dispatched by the horde of enemies that spawn afterwards. Whoops. I should put on the Ring of the Evil Eye. I bet it up on the way down to the other. That might be a smart move. Keep myself from dying so much. And the Ring of Restoration is great, but I think I'll get significantly more health back from each enemy that falls slain. That works. That was not even close to them. He's doing flips. That is definitely, that's the greatsword movements from Demon Souls, with one handing at least. I do wish the ultra greatsword movements in in Demon Souls were better, because I wanted to like the greatsword, and I tended to get that right at the beginning. It was not worth it. But I mean, I also fell in love with the Dragon. Because the Dragon Bolt Smasher has the great sword moveset, but the meat cleaver for a strength dex build is so good. But there's also just a lot of good boss weapons out there. I mean, you could even just go with a dagger build. I think my most recent one I did a quality dagger build with I think it was the secret dagger, and I ripped through boss's health, and I had some fire pine or some lightning pine on it. Yeah, you can chip away the boss's health bar really fast. But everyone is entitled to their own path and plan and how they choose to play. No one build is perfect for each person, and everyone has their own choices. To each their own, as I say. Play how you want to. Again, you gotta enjoy the game. Let me go this way first. There you go. Any of these mimics. Okay. Are any of these gonna be traps? Sorcerer's Twinblade. Ooh. Oh. Catalyst and a Twinblade. Nice. Or it's considered a staff and a Twinblade. Well, if I end up using magic in the next encounter, then I can bring that out. But if I run into spells and spell items, I have something to make use of. I don't think I've done anything with sorcery actually this run. You have to replay and do a sorcery only build. Pure intelligence and X for sorcery and dark sorcery. And if I haven't really forgotten, I'm sure somebody will point that out. Well, very swung, so I'm already moving. need to go this way first. I'm pretty sure there's...
Yeah, there's somebody down this direction.
And those of you who remember, there's a few bosses that we have to go.
Deal with on the way as well.
We also have to go down that direction too.
I should have led with that way first.
We'll make a loop back. Because I'm pretty sure that pathway loops. Yep. Did I miss something?
I definitely did.
Okay. We're gonna go this way. Will. Porcupines.
Yikes.
Pretty sure these quite similar to a combination of rats and wheel skeletons. So, worst of both.
I guess annoying. Be more appropriate, I guess.
Oh, yay. We have to deal with
You.
Excuse me?
Oh, him.
Gonna get a different spot where I can actually fight him. Nope.
You do not get a single chance of that.
Thank you. use of the door, or...
Yeah, like I said,
Rats combined with
real skeleton.
not pleasant. Alright. Well, that's bad. Alright, well now I need to move to...
Yeah, this is probably where we're going to be taking a little bit longer time to do the rest of the...
area.
So I'll have to go back and deal with that guy later.
Go.
There we go.
I will have to go back and deal with
The rapid amount of quills I had to deal with out that direction.
That'll be a later point.
Because of course the corridors don't allow for
Usage.
blade swings.
So that goes like
A million souls right there.
I mean, at this point, I think I'm not worried about getting a whole bunch of currency. Let me try this again. Back to the other wall. Let me see.
How well this goes. This could be also incredibly poor of an idea.
I'm gonna get body blocked by you, aren't I? Nope. Excuse me, thank you. Yeah, how many enemies I'm gonna have to deal with if
I just run past them all.
Because the problem is, I still have to call the elevator back
Back up.
not too bad. But I should just run past a lot of these quilled rats. I'm not helping myself trying to fight them. Get up the ladder. I do need to open up the door for the gate. Okay, I may have just killed an ally. Or just hit an ally. Nope, that's what I thought. Wow! Yeah, well... That was almost my full health bar in one go. Okay. Yikes. Alright, not messing with that guy. I think it's fair to say I'm probably running past a lot of these enemies. All I'm here for is to try to get the rest of the Elysium, the frozen soldiers, as it were. Don't you dare body block me. You jerk! That one was on me. But man, does that make it a little bit upsetting that I just got body blocked. I think I'll wait to use the effigy until I get further out. I could be doing this a lot. It may also just come to the point where I just summon before I get down there, and then I may just fight the Ivory King with a summon instead of the soldiers. Like, I don't think I even had anything to pick up. I mean, with also the gate open, I can just run through and I don't have to go about trying to fight anybody. Again, that is the whole point of this endeavor, is to go get the knights. Alright. Now, can I get through here?
Without dying.
So we need to go down there and through. I'm pretty sure there's two bosses that are, or I guess, versions of them down here. Because there is a big covetous demon. That sprays ice. And then I think further out, there is a flexile sentry. Kind of go this way. There's a whole bunch of giants. You're not going to be dealing with at the moment. Here. Oh, don't go that way. So the back steps. Oh, jeez. Don't you dare. Nope. Alright, he seeks the chaos. Great. That's too high.
Oh man.
Alright, well that's one. Alright. Let's go to the next area. You gotta commit to that wind up.
If you're gonna take the shot with the greatswords.
Could you not interrupt my swing? Thank you. Okay.
I did.
Alright. Someone clip that. don't know if it's the knockback that got her or something,
but that's not normally what happens.
but okay, sure.
Alright.
Oh, there's another one of me.
Interesting. Although with a tower shield instead. Is that-
Nope.
Yeah, there's another one.
Up.
This will do anything.
Oh. Excuse me. There goes head. Oh boy. Thank you. Just the one. Oh,
Yay! Put one of these guys next to it.
and yep. Softly and carry big stick.
I, for one, am carrying a very big stick.
Never mind. Dusk herb. Nice. Oh yeah. Just gonna go ahead and do this. So I unlock a shortcut. Damage. I believe that's the Crystal Soul Spear and Dark Orb. Not with you as well. Yeah, back up. I want just the witch. Thank you. The knight to fight. Right. Eleum Loyce. The knight for Eleum Loyce. I believe there's just one more. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
And if I'm wrong, then, well, I will admit it.
And if anything, can help us fight against. This is the shortcut I needed. There we go. Alright, now we go back through this way. Pretty decent spread, I think. It's 30 in every stat. And then specializing in the heavier ones. Because if they die, the golems awaken. I don't even have the.
I have the equipment load. I don't have the stagger.
Stagger was with
Twinblade. With poise.
Yep, we can go through this way. Then find the gate. Here. So yeah, the idea would be that you would go through each of the other areas in the secret back doors, now that everything's unfrozen. And then with that being open, you could then go get the rest of the knights. Alright, so we should have enough that we can go through the final, at least the main fight for the crown. But just to be safe, I'm going to do a quick run back. And resupply all my items. You know what, why not? Just to make it interesting. Stack it all up. Grand Cathedral. Alright. Well, we got enough people. We do. Check. Just to see. If I'm gonna go against armor, I think magic would be a good weapon. Hopefully it's enough. Oh yeah, so we get one free knight, and we get 3 others. So we do have 4, we have to go find 3 others, that's what it is. Now we fight with all the old Chaos Warriors. I'm mostly waiting for the main door. The main door, rather. I hope they go back. There goes one portal. Or do we have to just hold them off until we can get rid of the other, portals open? Oh, here he comes. That's it. Oh no, there goes. Yep. Should help them outlast the portals. One stands to fight with us against the king. Let me reset all my stat boosts. There it is. Big portal. Here comes the king himself. Okay, there you go. Burnt Ivory King. So we'll have 2 with us, and then we'll have 1 that's going to be sitting off that portal. Case in point. Let's get this right. Portal. got no reinforcements. I think neither do I. Constant loop. I don't have any time to heal myself. Swing when I can get it. I kept getting in a feedback loop. I had no time to heal myself. Alright, let me pick a different resin. I don't think magic is gonna be good for that fight. Let me try dark. Now the question is, we have to keep fighting the army as well at the same time, or are those portals now permanently closed? Because I did not remember. Nope, we go again. I think I'll save the rest of my stuff before until we get close to fighting the man. We also need to not get overwhelmed. So I figure we can keep one of the portals, one of the silvers fully healed. We'll have a better chance of survival fighting against the king. Pyromancer has to go as well. Alright, there goes the second portal. comes. Just me and the cave. Back up, back up. Of course. That should not have counted. Again, the difficulty with the strong weapons, you can hit hard, but you are severely slowed. I wonder. I doubt I can do this, but wouldn't be hard. Wouldn't be a bad idea to try. Do I have enough that I can do this? I don't think so. Not without slow rolling. Yeah, I'm still slow rolling, even with the equipment load boost. Alright, we're just gonna work with what we got. Alright, let's go again. Hope we get a good roll when we go up against our final bout. Pyromancer needs to be out of the picture first, otherwise he's just gonna keep spraying spells on us. There we go. Okay, that was the best one. Got to keep one of my soldiers.
Thank you, sir.
Crown of the Ivory King. Alright. Sunken King, Old Iron King, and Ivory King. Let me go back up.
You've granted my one wish. Now, I have no regrets. I was born amidst the dark long ago, in the depths of the abyss. My father perished. The dark shattered into tiny pieces, one of which was me. How frightened I was. A frail thing, born from but a splinter of dark. I felt that I might simply disappear. I am, in fact, the incarnation of my father's fears. I saw that the king of this land was strong. I sought him only to sustain myself, to smother my fears. Now, I realize that he may have known all along. I was born of fear, and my lord provided comfort. And so, here I remain, heiress to my lord's wishes, until the end of time.
Right. Well, we have one more encounter. One last spin of the wheel. Because I'm going to use that weapon for the entirety of the last battle. Oh boy. I'm going to dual wield whips. Oh, this could be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna want that. This is gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. I think I might. I don't think I have anything for.
You well.
Let's see. No, she's not out. She's
No
outpost. Alright, let me at least take what I have. Oh, no, I'm gonna need to buy some of those. Well, hang on. Let's do one final push. And we're gonna use it all. Except for the giant souls. We want to use those. Let's do one last check-in. See if I can't get anything good. Women of Song with a spotted whip. Poison. Okay. Let's make use of that. That's probably what we're going to be using with that, honestly. Skeleton Lord is the... And then if we go to Ornifex... I do have reach with these, so that does help. But again, these are also quite unupgraded, so this will be interesting. Alright, never mind then. We can upgrade both of them to see how that'll do. Now you invaded. Out of all the time you could do this. Speed of this is definitely not ideal. I feel like he's using the Pursuer's Greatsword with that stance. Yeah, I think the whips are going to be better when we get to Untitled Ring. Maybe even Dark Souls 3, because the attack speed is significantly slower than anything else that we've used. I think even the crossbows were faster. A bladed one would be great, but I don't know if there's going to be anything of that nature. Yeah, the Ancient Dragon Soul, the Curved Dragon Sword, the Fume Ultra Great Sword. I could have just gotten the Fume Ultra Great Sword. Age Smelter Sword. Yeah, I think we're going to be... Ivory King Ultra Great Sword. Green Dragon. This is what I wanted to use for the katana. Was that? I think we're making use of the dual wield whips. But I'm definitely gonna need to increase these by a lot. This could be a very, very long fight.
Visit me again.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade these guys to max. And in preparation for the end, we're going to use every single boss soul that we have not used on this entire run. Because again, we're at the end of the game. What are we going to use them for, all things considered? Alright. 330 each. I'm gonna ask a very odd question. I'm pretty sure they can be infused with resin. So we're gonna take lightning on this. If only we can get one of these infused with an element of choice. Alright, let's go dump all of our soul items, boss souls included. Put this on for now. Alright. Starting with these, going all the way. This could take a while, so if you want to go out and get something while you're waiting for this to push through, then go right ahead. Again, I've been stockpiling these, so I have not used any of them. Again, how many bosses we've gone through up to this point, we've more than the fair share. But yeah, I did fight the smelter demon twice. I fought the regular blue smelter demon. Apologize for the very slow process of this. Alright. Use it all.
There until
That's all we can muster at this stage. Again, it takes so much to get anything more. Alright. Well, we're here. It all comes down to this. The King's Gate. We get to see your face now.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men, by ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me, but they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested. And men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
I think because we kept Vendrick alive, we won't be able to do this secret boss fight at the very end. But that's how this run is going to go. That's how it's going to end. Although later on, if you guys do want me to do this again, I will do probably a different run. I'll probably just pick a weapon and stick with it, rather than doing weapons every 5 seconds and changing. And I'll do a different build setup, and then we'll do it again. But I need to know about that from you guys. But since we're here, we've only got one. Yep, let's get an ally with us. Ben Hart. I summon thee. Alright, here we go. Watcher and Defender. Pretty sure the idea here is you want to knock them all down at the same time, otherwise they're just gonna get back up. There's the lightning blade. There's the second one. Okay. Alright. This is definitely going to be a hard encounter here. Getting itchy. Alright. This is the way the dice have been dealt. Cards have been dealt. So we are doing this. As it should. Of course, we gotta take this on again. Sir, not with you. Now's not the time to be dealing with you. It would be really embarrassing if I just walked right off. Do this again. Need to focus on one of them, just so I can try not to get double teamed at the end. Lightning raid. We're gonna put the shield down, just a two-handed sword. Yep. This is gonna be an interesting fight. And a difficult one at that. Maybe I should pick a different resin. I don't think lightning was giving very much. Pick magic back up. Have I been counting deaths? Not, I will adjust appropriately. knocked down. He's not out yet. Let's get back up. He's not. There we go. Alright, that's them done. Now we have the bigger problem. Remember how we were warned?
Dead. You have proven yourself to me.
This is what the queen is on the inside. A homage to Neo, it looks like.
Now, be one with the dark.
Ouch. Okay. One of these. Yeah, every single one of the attacks gives curse. I'll have to pick and choose the swings. Just something to learn. Pull her away from the curse orbs. Ugh. Without the process of falling. Get my health back. Oops. A lot of circling. There's the summon. There's more. I can kite her away from the orbs so I can at least have less of a curse. just in case. Let me also add these to my hotbar. Zip. Okay. Yeah, I think I made my decision. Because I don't think because Vendrick is still alive, I couldn't, I don't fight the Scholar of the First Sin. But, I don't want the throne. I will embrace the darkness instead. I can't. So, never mind. I think that's the Vendrick exclusive, or the Scholar of the First Sin exclusive. Well, my throne awaits. I mean, I am the king. I should take the throne. I guess I am a king, rather. That fight with Nasandra definitely lasted better than I expected, or it went better than I expected. I think the Throne Defender and Watcher, just because those weapons are slower, was a lot more difficult. Again, normally I'd play this game with just a strength build or a magic build, but I gotta commit to the plan that I have made.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this. Great Sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
That is the game. And that is how we end today's endeavors. So unfortunately, this is going to play out in the background because with the way the game is, I can't speed it up, and it takes a significant amount of time before we can move on. But while this is playing in the background, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know how this works. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow all that fun jazz. Lets me know you guys are enjoying it. Lets me know I can keep doing this. And next time we meet, we go on to the next chapter of this story. We've bore the dark sign
And embrace the dark soul.
we've been bearer of the curse,
And taken the throne.
and now we become the Ashen One.
Dark Souls 3 awaits. See you next time. Remember, guys,
The Void is always willing to listen
to those who want to be heard.
I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to hear you out. Have a great night, guys.
I love you. I'll see you in the next one.